Hey friends, it's Robert, and today we are going to be tackling the fine art of tassel making. Tassels have a long history in the worlds of fashion and interior design. You find them everywhere from the tops of shoes to the tops of graduation caps, on upholstery trim, and on curtain tiebacks, but they've also got a lot of applications in the world of craft as well, and their basic construction is so simple, so let's get started. You can create a tassel out of almost any type of fiber, from sewing thread to embroidery floss to yarn, and what I'm going to be using today is called crochet thread. It's thicker than your standard sewing thread, it's made out of mercerized cotton, and I found that it works beautifully for tassel construction. Now the tool that I use when making tassels is a small clipboard. It's smaller than your standard size, it's inexpensive, and it's easy to find at any office supply store. Take the end of your thread, place it under the clip, and then begin wrapping your thread around the clipboard lengthwise. I'm going to do this about 50 times, but know that you can wrap it as much as you like. The more you wrap it, the thicker and fuller your tassel will be. When you get to the end, go ahead, clip it off, and then cut a separate piece of the thread that's about a foot long. Slip this under the threads that are wrapped around the clipboard, slide it down to the bottom, and then tie a loose knot. Now gently slide all of the wrapped threads off of the clipboard, tighten up that knot, and then double knot it. This is going to create the top of your tassel and the threads that you hang it from. Smooth down the fibers and then take a sharp pair of scissors and cut through that bottom loop. This is going to create the fringe at the bottom of the tassel. At this point, in order to detangle and smooth out any of the threads, I found that it's actually a good idea to take a comb and comb right through the threads. Take the hanging threads, place them under the clip, and lay the tassel down on the clipboard. Now cut a separate piece of thread that's about 2 feet long and place it underneath the tassel. You want one side to have a tail that's a little bit longer than the tassel you're going to be creating. Tie a nice knot around the tassel, and this is going to begin to create the cuff that keeps all those fibers together. Unclip it from the board, hold it in your hands, and take that long tail now and begin wrapping it as tightly as you can around the tassel. I'm going to do this about 6 or 8 times, but you can make this as short or as long as you'd like. When you're finished wrapping, go ahead, tie a tight knot, and let that tail hang down as part of the tassel. At this point, we're almost finished. We just need to trim the threads at the bottom. Now comb through the fibers again to straighten them all out, and then tightly bundle them together and place a piece of tape around the tassel at the point where you'd like to cut. Take your sharp pair of scissors and cut right through that tape. This is going to ensure an even cut. Take the excess tape off, shake the tassel out or comb through it again. You'll find any stragglers that might need to be trimmed off. And that's it. Their basic construction is so simple. I do hope you'll experiment with different colors and different materials. They've got lots of applications. They would look great on top of a beautifully wrapped gift or even as a pendant necklace. I hope you'll create something uniquely your own. Thank you so much for watching, and join me next time for another great DIY project.